Alrighty then. Before I get in too much, here we have the ruston. In a previous video I said I was going to paint it maroon. I was going to buy the paint maroon for this, and then I saw navy blue.
Beautiful new blue.
It's going to go navy blue. Because why not? I've never seen a blue one of these about. I've seen maroon ones, just not a navy blue one. And I think it would look brilliant. So I've got the heater on warming up the shed area, which is going to be nice and warm hopefully. I'm going to strip the ruston of all of its shiny bits that don't want to be painted blue. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll film you on when she's all stripped down, because I just waffle on when I'm stripping parts down. Unless you want me to film me doing all the working parts on it, let me know in the comments and I'll start filming me actually stripping them down. But for the time being, I'm just going to get this thing stripped and get ready for paint. I'll see you in the next bit. Righty then, here we have the ruston PB8. Well, 8PB, sorry. Looking a bit more blue, as Boris Johnson would say. I like it. I'm growing quite fond of the blue. Tanks off, carbs off, magneto brackets off, exhaust is off. I'm going to pull the engine this way to work around the other side when I get there. But I think that just looks lovely, I do. I don't know what any of you others think. Some people may think, oh, it's blue, it was never painted blue from factory. The hobby is meant to be enjoyed. If someone doesn't want it green, they don't want it green. If someone doesn't want it pink, they don't want it pink. Like with the Wolseley, all that red markings I've done on it. I think they look nice. I've not gone too mad with it. I think it looks nice. The Petter, I've calmed down a bit on the red, I reckon. Or just about the same. But yeah, it looks nice. But yeah, this blue is looking really nice. I wouldn't call it a navy blue, I'd call it like a lavender purpley blue, but the finish on it is darker in person, I will admit, but it just looks somewhat fascinating. It's nice to see have a nice fresh paint on there. But yeah, anyway, a bit of history on this engine. One rally, well, we'll start at its working history. What we believe it used to run was a hay bob. No, not a hay bob. A small hay grinding mill for wheat to make flour. And then after that, it was done up looks-wise, not mechanically, just looks. And that was going to be going on show around the world. So this went to places like India, the shows at London. What else did it do? After that, it got sold into private ownership. It was supposed to be going overseas. Sorry, it didn't go overseas because something happened to it, and that's why it got sold into private ownership. I'm trying to get the story right, what my granddad told me. My granddad got hold of the ruston, did it all up mechanically. So mechanically it was lovely and runs lovely, it did. I can remember sitting next to this, I believe, at Cromford Rally, I believe. Probably one of the first ones when it was not at at Tansley. So yeah, anyway, one rally field, well, one day at Cromford, one of me granddad's mates walked up to him, to this flywheel, stuck his hand out, grabbed the flywheel and pulled it off the engine whilst it was running. So yeah, that could have caused a serious injury. But funnily enough, I can take that flywheel off, but I can't get this flywheel off. So yeah, how's that for weird? But yeah, anyway, the ruston's coming along quite nicely. I'm just going to paint around the head and whatnot. I'm going to get my girlfriend to do all the lining on the top. I'm going to try and be brave and trace around the Ruston Hornsby logo and the Ruston Hornsby letter in that side. But I think it's nice to have colour not just everything green. Because originally Catherine was green, originally the Petter was green, originally this was green. But no, I've gone blue, grey, grey. And that one there might change colour again at some point. Catherine will never change colour because that's the way I've done it for my grandma. My grandma really likes red and she really liked the colour grey as well. So, anyway, I'm going to crack on with the ruston. I'm going to still be playing my scooter. Who doesn't like a bit of scooter? Anyway, I'll crack on. Less of these tangents. We'll crack on with this and see where it takes us. Anyway, I'll put you on either when it's painted or if I come against a problem. See you then. Alright, we are back. I've just got this side of the ruston all nice, lovely and painted. Give the trolley a wipe down. I've spilt a bit of paint, but I'm going to sand the trolley down anyway and give that all a nice lovely refresh. What else do we have? Top's all nice and glassy. Exactly. In fact, you can just about see myself. But yeah, flywheel's off. That was dead easy to get off. I use the bolt that goes through the flywheel there to push against this nut that's here, and it brings the flywheel off. Does no harm to the engine at all before anyone starts saying out. I'm going to try my best to paint around these to keep the gold because I don't have no gold paint yet. But other than that, I think it's about there. A blue Ruston Hornsby 8PB. So yeah, I shall put you on when she's done and ready. I'll have it outside. Well, when it's dry anyway. But yeah, that might not be in this video, that might be in the next video where you see it all dried up and doing the finishing bits. But yeah, anyway, I'll put you on when all the other gubbins and bits have been painted. So yeah, I shall see you then. Ta-ta! Right, we're back. Flywheel is painted this side. I've gone round the lettering as best as I can, and I've gone round the Ruston Hornsby crest as best as I can. Doesn't mean that they're not going to get another coat of gold on them when I get the paint, because that is definitely what's going to happen. The head I need to give another coat, but other than that I've touched up all the places on the engine and the flywheels I can. I'm painting up the magneto bracket. The carb's still there, it's still in that green, and you can see why I wanted to repaint it. It's all chipped off and petrol got to it and started bubbling it all up. Half the paint we're missing on top on it. So yeah, all that's left now to do realistically is do the lining once it's all dried, bolt it all together, get it all looking nice, lovely and shiny, and then the last and final step, take it to a rally. So anyway, yeah, hopefully this will be ready for next season, but until then she won't see a rally field. So yeah, this is going to be quite a surprise, seeing a blue Ruston Hornsby. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave the video there for this because I've waffled on enough now as it is. I'll put photos in at the end of what I've done. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Hopefully there'll be a Stuart project coming up soon. Hint, hint. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Alrighty then, I know I said that was the end of the video, but I just couldn't help myself. I went ahead and finished it off tonight. So, she's all painted. She's nearly all together. I've just got the pulley over there to put back on. It works. Flywheels I've sanded down nice. I've even cleaned the handle up so we've got a nice smooth surface to swing it over with, because last time when you swung it over I just ended up with blisters. Polished up the brass. I polished up the brass taps down here. What else have we done? I've reset the carb jet, so hopefully it shouldn't do that surging thing where it just chuffs every now and again. Should just be nice and rhythmical. Right, one thing that I want to know that if I've done right or not, where the magneto and the magneto mount is, I've kept bare metal. So these two contacts here, where the magneto bolts to the magneto bracket, is bare metal. Same thing where the magneto bracket bolts onto the engine, that's bare metal as well. Because I'm thinking that the spark could be reduced if it's just paint. If the spark's trying to go through paint, if that makes sense. But other than that, she's still the same ruston, different colour. I do have the brass plates. The brass plates in here, just there. The pulley bolts are there. So, anyway, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.
Smoke in my eyes, soot in my hair, cinders in my shoes. I'm watching the needle falling away and singing the 8th grade blues. Well, we're running late in the sorry state on 8215. She's overdue for boiler work and I can't get her the steam. With 1,000 tons of coal behind and the